I'm so sleepy. But let me get logged onto the group page. I hope you guys are able to join. Sometimes I have to look up and make sure that I actually pressed go live. I'm in a different place. Well, where is it? Good day, good day, happy day, happy day, happy day. What is your plan? We're just going to have a very brief conversation today. What is your plan? And you know what sparked this thought is that I got up this morning, I looked on my Facebook, and I saw this beautiful picture of that Suli posted. It's a beautiful picture. And her post says, when your head gets heavy, follow your feet. And I thought, yes, that's what we can talk about today. When your head gets heavy, follow your feet. Thank you for that post. I don't know why this isn't bringing up. Anyway, I'm going to wait for a few of you guys to come on in. You see, I'm sitting in a different spot today. I'm trying to reorganize things to give the boy his little space for his for homework. And I'm crowded right now. In my space, I need to reorganize some things. So it's a little cluttered in here right now. But we're working on it. I don't see you guys. Happy day. Oh, happy day. Let's see. I'm so sleepy. So wrong. I'm going to hang out here for a minute. Oh, I'm a few minutes early. So I'll hang out here for a minute before we get started with our day. How are you doing this today? It's a beautiful Monday morning. How are you doing? What does your Monday look like? Is it a motivational day? Good morning, Suli. Is it a motivational day for you? Is it Motivation Monday? That dang dog. Hold on, guys. I just let you in, Nugget. I just let you in. Go, Alex. You're coming back in until I see time to go. Stay outside. As if he really understands what I'm saying. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning. So, what I was saying a few minutes ago was that I saw your post, Suli. I saw your post about when your head gets heavy, follow your feet. Yeah, he was ringing the bell, and he just came in. He just wants to go outside and play, so that's fine. He's going to stay outside until the end of tea time. When your head gets heavy, follow your feet. That was such a beautiful post, a thought-provoking post for me. Suli, thank you for sharing it. And the photo, you need to have that photo printed, enlarged, and you need to put that in your living room or somewhere, right? It's very motivating. You need to put it by your front door. Put it by your door. When your head gets heavy, follow your feet. And so that got me to thinking about working your plan, having a plan so that you can work your plan. So what is your plan? When I came out here, part of the purpose of me coming to Maryland was to, get a complete reset of life, right? Get a reset of my soul. These glasses are so dirty. To get a reset of my soul. Good morning, Pam. And to buy a home. That I have to buy a home. I need to be a homeowner. So I'm going to buy a home out here. And there's times when I just get so bogged down with everything else that's going on that I can lose focus. I can lose track of what my goal is, what my goal was when I came out here. How is the reset? The reset is going so beautifully. It really is. It really is. I think that had I stayed in California, I wouldn't be where I am right now mentally. I know 100% certain I would not be mentally where I am now. I would be in a deep, dark place. But you can get comfortable wherever you are. You can get comfortable doing what it is you're doing, even if what you're doing is nothing. You can get comfortable with that, right? You have to remember that you had a plan and that you need to work your plan. No matter what's going on around you, you need to work that plan. So it really ties into what your post said, Suli, because if you don't have a plan, then when your head gets heavy, you can't follow your feet because your feet don't know where to go. Your feet don't know which direction they're supposed to be heading, right? So it's really important for you to sit down and decide what is it that is my goal, my immediate goal, my short-term, medium-term, long-term goal. What's my goal? And how am I going to get there? What is my path to reaching my goal? You have to sit with yourself and think about that. What's the path to reaching your goal? And then when the world is caving in around you, right, Suli, follow your feet. Your feet know the path because you've mapped it out for your feet. So you don't need to have your mind overwhelmed by all of the steps that you're supposed to take when you are overwhelmed by coronavirus, by idiot president, by election cycle, by murder, police brutality, by fires. Your head will get heavy with everything that's going on in your world that's not positive, right? And you can get lost in that heavy. You can get lost in all of everything that's not going right. But if you have a plan, you won't get lost. Because you can pull out your piece of paper, you can pull out, you can pull out your sticky note, you can pull out whatever it is where you mapped out your plan. You can say, okay, all of this is going on, but this is my plan. Let me work this. Let me not allow the emotion, the frustration, the stress. Let me not let these outside forces control my internal self and control my path, redirect my path, or stand on my path and block my path. So I really like that, Suli. I really need you to make that a photo, sell that sucker. When your head gets heavy, follow your feet. But your feet need to know where to go. Your feet need to know the plan. Not your head, your feet. Your feet need to know, where am I stepping next? Get yourself a whiteboard. Get yourself some sticky notes. Write it on your mirror. Write your plan. To your closest friends, let some of your friends know your plan. Not everybody, because you let people know your plan. Some people, we've talked about those people. They will try to stop you. They will try to get on your path, stay there so you can't move because you're moving faster than they're moving. So you can't tell everybody your plan. But let your closest confidants, let them know your plan. So that when you forget your plan, they can remind you, oh, nope, this is the step you're supposed to be taking now. Remember, Rose, when you said you wanted to get this position, or you wanted to move through this job, you wanted to gain this skill. Remember that? Remember, Steve, when you said you wanted to get your program off into all of the different schools and the boys clubs? Remember that? Remember your plan. Don't get discouraged when it doesn't go exactly how you planned it. Yeah. Not everyone can be discerning. Right. That's right. You can't share yourself with everybody. And you can't, and the thing about it is, you will get discouraged. You will get discouraged when the plan doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. But there's something someone else posted too that connects to this. Darlene posted. And I don't remember exactly what it said, but I was going to talk about that at first, but it talks about basically, if there's someone behaving a particular way, behind that behavior, there's a feeling. And behind that feeling, there's a need. And if you address the need, then it corrects the feeling, the bad feeling, right? And it corrects the bad behavior. When you work your plan, if your plan doesn't go according to how you think it's supposed to go, that doesn't mean that your need changes or your path changes. I'm sorry, your goal changes. It just means that possibly the path to get to that goal isn't what it was supposed to be. So now you need to take a different path. It doesn't mean you can't accomplish that goal. It just means maybe take a different way. Maybe you plan to go this way. Maybe you plan to go right, and there's some construction on that road. So now you need to go left. It doesn't mean you can't get to where you were going. It just means take a different route. But the thing is, when all shit hits the fan, when everything is going crazy in your world, work your plan. Let me tell you something. When I was moving out here, I was in a low. You guys know you can describe my low at this point. I was in a low place. And all I could do every day was know that I'm supposed to pack, I'm supposed to get on the plane, and I'm supposed to go to DC. And that's what I'm supposed to do. My head was so heavy. So heavy. Unmanageably heavy. And it took everything in me to just keep my feet going in the direction I was supposed to go. This is what I'm supposed to do. I have these plane tickets. I'm supposed to be at the airport on this day. Now, my plan was not to leave all of my stuff in California. Not all of it. Dang it. Everything. Look, even my drill. I had to go buy a new drill because I left my old drill in California. My plan was not to leave everything. But as I started packing, it was just getting to be overwhelming. I was in a low place, and I'm packing up and leaving a place that I've been in for 20 years. And I'm leaving my 2 adult children who I've never been apart from for more than a couple of days, vacation. I'm leaving the area. I'm leaving familiarity. I'm leaving friends. I'm leaving life. And it got to be overwhelming for me. All I could do was work the plan. The flight leaves on this day at this time. So I changed the route. I left half my crap in California. Everything that I have to replace now, I left it all. Because for my sanity, it was better for me to go a different route. Better to go a different route than to just not go at all. To be so overwhelmed, for my head to be so heavy that I say, never mind, I'm not doing this. That's not an option. You have to keep trucking, keep moving forward. Through the heavy, keep moving forward, right? Sometimes there's a lesson in that different route. There are things you can't foresee, right? The fork in the road is the road that's heavily traveled. It was a big move, a very big move. I'm not going to get Nugget. Nugget is staying outside. Nugget's got to learn. It's just like the kids. You got to learn. You're going to go outside, you're going to stay inside. Which one you going to do? You can't do both. Either outside or inside. But quit barking at me. Quit ringing the bell to go out and then barking to come in. Man, I just let you out. Look, he'll be all right. He's going to learn in this house. He's going to learn. I like that post, Sulie, and I need it on my wall. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Darlene. I need that post on my wall. Sulie, I need you to take that photo and to write over it. And I need you to allow folks to buy that from you. It's beautiful. I like your feet. I like the outfit. I like the whole, the whole thing. I love it. Good morning, Chelsea Welty. Good morning, Chelsea Welty. Yeah, Darlene, be careful with teaching that dog to ring the bell because Nugget sometimes thinks it's a toy. So he's just ringing it all day long when he really doesn't need to go anywhere. And then he rings it when he needs to go outside. So we're all confused. So now whenever he rings it, you're going outside whether you want to or not. Ooh, anyway, the thing is that, okay, dang it, let me go get the dog. Ugh. I don't like him out there whining and barking. I'm knocking stuff over. Hey. What? You're not going back outside until tea time is over. Okay, and I can't get him a ball with a bell on it. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. And then he won't be ringing the bell on the door. So make sure, guys, it's going to be a very short tea time today. I appreciate you guys joining me, but I really am stuck in this thought, and I'm working my plan today. I sat down to finalize my budget, and for me, it came at the right time because my goal when I came out here was to buy a home, and I was getting prepared to start the home buying process, and then COVID hit, and I still did I got pre-approved for a home loan, and there was some other things that I needed to do, and it just kind of fell off. I stopped, right? And I need to get back on it. I got overwhelmed, and I need to get back on it. And so I was sitting down this morning, mapping out my budget, reaching out to my mortgage agent, my loan agent, and getting back on the process. This needs to happen. You can get overwhelmed, but don't forget to work your plan. Don't put your plan to the side, because there's always going to be something that overwhelms you. Just stay focused on what it is that you're trying to do ultimately, where you are trying to reach ultimately. Not the hard work that it takes to get there. Not the hard work that it takes to get there, but where am I trying to go? No matter how hard it is to get there, that's where I'm supposed to be, and I'm going to keep on going that way. That's what you need to focus on. Good for you. I closed on my house in the middle of COVID. Keep going. Thank you, Stacy. For me, I was worried about what my job situation was going to be, because when COVID hit, I was still on probation at my current job. So I was worried about that. And then just this morning when I got up, I just decided, you know what? You need to get back on this path. You cannot rent for another year. You can rent for this year while you're working through the home buying process, but you cannot just sit here and rent for another year. That's crazy. You came out here with a purpose. Work your purpose. And I just want us to remind ourselves, good afternoon, Elaine, Robinette, Mo. I want us to remind ourselves and to remind each other, to teach our kids, to drill it into ourselves. Have a plan and move towards that plan. And it is going to be hard. That's the hardest thing that sometimes it is for me to teach my kids. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, you have to work hard. If it's hard, work hard. If it's hard, work harder, right? Work your plan. Because when you get to that goal, when you signed on your house, when you closed on your house, that was your plan. How do you feel? How are you able to release this positive kind of like woo-stop moment? Like, oh my God, it has happened. It has all come to fruition. And the path that you take to get there, you don't remember all those trials and tribulations, right? It's just like when you have babies, right? The delivery is painful as hell. But when that baby is in your hands, do you think about the delivery and how painful it was? Yeah, you might tell people, oh my God, it hurt so bad, but that's not what you hold on to for the rest of the child's life. Just remember, mother sweet with separate interests. You got some mother sweet with separate interests money, lady? Look, I don't know what life you thought you had. Ooh, Tobiah, look, I need to go back to sleep. I can't because I'm working, but I need to go back to sleep for real. Mother-in-law sweet with a separate interest. Who's she talking to? That's not my plan, lady. That's your plan. We got a nursing home for you. Don't worry about it. We got a nursing home for you. Anyway, if you don't know what your plan is, if you have gotten off of the path towards your ultimate goal, sit down today, sit down this week and map it out. Remind yourself of what you're working towards. You need to have fun along the way. You need to be out at the beach. You need to be out on the water. You need to be doing jewelry, you or whatever fun, reading books, book clubs. You need to be doing all of that fun stuff along the way. You need to be knitting. Look at my knitting, guys. I'm dropping stuff. I told y'all I'm cluttered. I'm reorganizing the house, so it's a little bit messy in this little space. So I'm working on my knitting. Just build and add on to her house, Elaine. She can, but you know, my mama thinks she's supposed to be served. Make sure you buy this for me. I ain't buying nothing for you. Good morning, Sharman Turners. Your mama needs a mother-in-law suite. You have to live along the way. Exactly, Suli. You have to live along the way, but have a way that you're going. Because when life gets heavy, when things get overwhelming, Suli's post, I don't know if those were your words, Suli, or you took them from somebody else, but it was so on point today. When things get low for you, remember that you have feet to carry you, and just let your feet carry you the way until your mind joins in, until your mind comes back. It's like, okay, I'm here now. These feet are made for walking. That's just what I'll do. One of these days, I'm going to walk all over you. Isn't that a song? Now, Sharman Turner, she's going to be at your house. Did you read that in my book? Did you write that in your book, Elaine? Oh, I didn't read it in the book. Have a great day, guys. I'm not going to stay on here long today. I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to get back to my plan. I just like that. Suli, if you can share that post in the tea time, or I'm going to try. Is it shareable? I just really like it. And it doesn't hurt that you're a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul with and you know, photography is the thing. Modeling is the thing for me. So there's just the way the capture was beautiful. So we need to put that picture with that phrase and attribute it to whoever the quote comes from. If it's your quote, I don't remember where I know that from, but from your book I read yesterday, it's okay to be a goddess. Yes. I need to be back at my painting and writing. My wife wants me to do voiceover for children's books. You need to do it. You need to figure out what your plan is, right? This is the time that we have. I literally screamed out loud. And you know what, Suli, you look like a goddess. Honestly, I'm not even trying to just pump you up. You do that. The photo, I don't know who dressed you, if you dressed yourself, but just the whole, right, Tobiah, you saw it. You look goddess-like in all of those, in that series of photos. So I think it's beautiful. And that post is very, very on point. Very on point. It's a beautiful day today. Take some time today to think about what your plan is. Chelsea Mack, take some time today to think about what your plan is. Write it down, map it out. Map it out. Because when anxiety hits, I'm talking to everybody, not just you, Chelsea Mack, but when anxiety hits, when the stress of impending doom, when that starts to swell over on you or swell up in you, you need something to pull from. You need a map. You need to just be able to follow the map. It is very beautiful post, really nice. Isn't it, Steve? Isn't it? It's very beautiful. I want it. I want that picture. I need the original. Yes, looking very regal. Thank you. She was. It was so beautiful. Now, let me tell you something. I don't like the one where you're leaning back on the beach and flexing your muscles. Because every time I see your picture, Susie, I'm like, yeah, my legs don't look like that. My arms don't look like that. Ain't no muscles popping when I'm leaning back on my arms. Goals. Anyway, guys, you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to remember your plan. Work your plan. What is your plan? Do you even have a plan? If you don't have a plan, sit down and think about what your plan should be. And I'm not talking about in 10 years, this is what I want to, where I want to be or what I want to be doing. I mean, next year. I mean, 2 years from now. Work your short-term, medium-term, long-term plan. Yeah, I can dance soca. What's that got to do? What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Sudi, we talking about muscles. So what? I can dance soca, but you're gonna look beautiful in the outfit, all muscular, and I'm gonna look like pillow top muscles. Okay. Anyway, I love myself. Don't worry, I love myself. You guys have a great day. Work your plan. Figure out what your plan is. And when your head gets heavy, follow your feet. Thank you for that post, Suli. It was very beautiful. Um, right on time. Right on time. Wash your hands. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true, Suli. And my daughter doesn't like the way I roll my hips, but my back be cutting up. So I roll them as best I can with some back pain. Anyway, wash your hands. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. Think about today and over this week, think about what your plan is, because we had a conversation before about getting your affairs in order, and I think we need to revisit that conversation. And in order for you to really fully have your affairs in order, you really need to know what plan are you working, and not your mother's plan or your father's plan or your husband or your wife's plan. What's your plan? What is your plan? All right. Have a wonderful, glorious day, and I will see you guys here tomorrow.